So our last comedian, she's been featured on the Pittsburgh Improv, and she's open for Cameron Esposito, coming to us from Seattle, Washington, I hope. Welcome to the stage, Helen Wildy. Woo!
Yay! Thank you, Jessica. Oh my gosh. Give it up for Jessica for putting this all together, you guys. What a host. I'm Helen. I recently turned 30.
Woo!
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it was a big day. It was very, very special. I even more recently turned 34, full disclosure. Aging gracefully. That's the dream. I'm still learning about myself in my 30s. That feels important. Like I didn't realize I was scared of dogs, but people always ask me not to be nervous around their dogs because they can smell my fear. Not helpful. Not a good way to calm somebody down. But I always wonder how people figure that stuff out, because they also say that sharks can smell fear, but have they ever been exposed to any other emotion? Sharks can just smell. Yeah, the only thing I trust less than a dog is a dog with a job. You ever see a dog that's also a cop somehow? Where'd you get that job, dog? What are your qualifications? What are you pulling down? Why are you a stay-at-home dog? I don't get it. Need a dog who's an actor? That's even worse. Oh, you think you're better than me, dog, because you booked one national commercial? It was impressive. I live in Seattle with my partner Victoria. We classic lesbian art here, just a nude man on the wall. We just moved out of the city of Seattle, actually, to just right outside to a wooded area, which is nice. But we underestimated how terrified we would be as two women alone in the woods. Like, we thought we were tough city slickers. We're not. We don't even have a dog, obviously. Lesbian. We've got two useless guard cats, Manny and Doug. Not helpful. It is a little scary out here. It's spooky, but we figured out best thing to do: just hang an American flag out front, so everyone assumes we've got guns. So I have been sleeping like a baby ever since. Take that, ADT. We'll keep our $29.99 a month. Thank you. All the neighbors are like, can you believe that sweet lesbian couple voted for Trump? It's been all the pussy talk. We didn't. We did not. People keep asking us if we're going to have kids. Only my mom, really. When I say people, I mean just Janice Williams. Sweet question. I don't know. I'm sort of old-fashioned. Like, I'm an old-fashioned person. I'm an old-fashioned gay. Like, no judgment to how anyone else did it. But I personally, I would like to get married before I get artificially inseminated. These are traditional values. I hold very, very dear. Sorry, I just got this Apple Watch for Christmas. I like to be a humble, like, 4 years behind the technological trends, keeps me up. And it's very distracting. It's more attention than I've ever had to pay to my wrist. A lot more freckles there than I knew about. But it's sort of all up in my life. I was just on the phone with my best friend, Sammy T, from Coming In Early Thing. On the phone with her today, and I was like, hey, Bam, FYI, I'm gonna have to hop off here. I've got a meeting in 8 minutes. And my Apple Watch said, loud enough for both of us to hear, there are no meetings on your calendar on Thursday, January 21st. Like, okay. I have calendars you don't know about, wrist. Snitches on wrists. No, not cool. Not cool. Been a rough year, obviously, for everybody. Being home all year, though, there were some bright sides for me. I read so much. I read more than I've ever read in my whole life. I'm actually at a point now where I've just about tied up the number of books I've read that are and are not about Harry Potter. But it's important. Whew, has been tough. So I've really been leaning on my friend Jessica lately because she gives great advice. Though she would argue she's not my friend, she's my therapist. We're working on our boundaries, Jessica and I, right now. Something we're working on. But I told her, it's like I told her in the card I sent to her personal home. Like, Jessica, you have a friend you pay to listen to you. Like, why? Where is that in the contract of friendship? Where does it say there can't be a copay? Not get lost in the semantics, Jessica. But it's great. My parents hate that I'm in therapy. It drives them crazy, makes them so mad. I told them they should talk to a therapist about that. Like, where is this coming from? Are you okay? They think that going to a therapist is admitting that there's something wrong with you. I was like, yeah, sure. If you never admit it, you're fine. You never admit it, you never have to fix it, I guess. That's our family motto. They do. They hate therapy so much. They told me that all their friends hate therapy. They're like, it's just our generation. But their generation grew up listening to some of the best music of all time. However, a little codependent. Like, Oh Darling by the Beatles. If you leave me, I swear I'll break down and die.
Oh.
That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, Paul. But give some work. Take care of number one, you know? The Beach Boys too. If you leave me, life would still go on, believe me. But what good would living do me? Again, there's something in you worth pulling it together for. The time I put on the 60s, it's like I'm gonna make a playlist, call it Declaration of Codependence. I been thinking a lot, marriage, the future, therapy. You know, just really laying it out. Have nothing to do but think about what's going to happen in the next few years. Victoria and I are thinking about getting married. She's actually already been married. She's already had a gay wedding and a gay divorce, trailblazer. Which is actually very impressive because if you know Victoria, she does not break rules. She won't even jaywalk. She was like, we don't need it to be legal. It's fine. Let's go. It's pretty impressive. People always ask me if I'm nervous, you know, about being second wife. It makes me feel more confident, you know, because like I want this to work, but she needs it to work, you know. We call that the upper hand where I come from, not a therapy family. You know, it's a classic lesbian style though. A tale as old as lesbian time. She and her ex-wife are best friends, absolute best friends. I know. Thank you for your empathy. That's so nice. It is hard for me. It's harder than I'd like to admit it is. It's actually like they had the most beautiful relationship. If you were a child and your parents got divorced, that's the dream relationship you would want them to have. And they do have it without the burden of a child. A little strange for me. But it's sweet. She's very nice, our ex-wife, Jen. She just sent us a housewarming present in the mail. Sent us a beautiful quilt. It was sweet. And never was our house warmer than when I lit it on fire. But you know, I was raised right. I'm polite. I'm a polite person. So I had to send her a thank you card. It's pretty passive aggressive thank you card though. It's like, dear Jen, thank you for always being there. Year after year, no matter what. I was thrilled to hear you have our new address. I assume that means you'll be visiting when the pandemic is over. I do hope not. Thank you. Yeah, we'll talk on therapy session after everybody. Stick around. I just actually moved to Seattle last year from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the greatest city in the world. Great spot. All my nieces and nephews are still there. I've got 6 nieces and nephews. My niece Harper just turned 8. She was like, Helly. They call me Helly. It's cute. I'm gonna let that sink in. It's a cute nickname. How do you nickname Helen? You know, we've all been wondering. They've come up with a great solution. It was like, Helly, what are you gonna get me for my birthday? I was like, okay, calm down. I was like, actually, we're at an age now where you can just tell me what you want. Do it bridal shower style. You tell me, I'll get it, give it back to you. We'll be like, oh my gosh, how'd you know? It'll be so good. Pretend I'm Santa, you know? She was overwhelmed. We both were, didn't talk for days. She finally got back to me and said, Helly, for my birthday, I've been thinking, and I would like it if you could get me an Ariel doll. So sweet, such a reasonable request. She said, I'd like it if you could get me an Ariel doll with a mermaid tail. And I was like, Harper, do you think I'm the kind of monster who would get you land Ariel for your birthday? Where is this coming from? Known me for years. All right, you guys have been wonderful. I'm Helen Wildy. Thanks for having me.
Woo! Keep it going for Helen Wildy. Woo! All right. You know what, guys? Give yourselves a round of applause. All you comedians were fantastic tonight. And let's give a round of applause to the audience, except for one guy. And, anyway, yes. But, I'm just so grateful to have all of you guys here today and being a part of this. It's really exciting for me. So anyway, thanks so much. And audience members, if you feel inclined and you want to check out the chat and follow any of our comedians tonight on their social medias or tip them on their Venmo, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Have a great night, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Oh, wait, don't go yet. I just want to thank Dina. Dina has been like Dina has been the behind the scenes, helping me out with all this little stuff. Like, she's the tech person tonight, and she's really saved me in so many ways. So I just want to give a round of applause for Dina.
Aw,
Thank you so much, Dina, for helping us out tonight.
Ooh, and I didn't even have to do my set.
And if I could ever help you in any way, ever, let me know. I'll help you out in the same way. And you're booked already. You're booked on my next show, right?
I am. Yeah, I can't. This is amazing, ladies. Like, you all rocked it so much.
Thank you. Awesome. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thanks so much for coming.
Bye.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.